Today, I'll be showing you the top 5 uses for this Peripage Pocket Thermal Printer. Let's get started. Pocket Thermal Printer has been around for some time, but it's only recently that I found great use for it. So today I'll be talking about 5 things that you can do with the thermal printer. Now before I do that, let me briefly describe this Pocket Thermal Printer. This pocket printer is by Peripage. I bought it with my own money, and the reason I bought it, I found great use for it. The technology is based on heat. That's why it's called thermal printer. And what happened is when it gets the image, it will transfer that image onto a thermal paper. So the heat will heat up the carbon in the paper, and the paper will show up in black and white. So this printer is not color, but black and white. The good thing is it doesn't require ink, but it does require a lot of heat energy. So it runs on lithium battery, and the lithium battery should last you between 45 minutes to an hour. And the roll paper you should be able to print at least 30 or 40 pages, and you just need a couple rolls of that to carry around. The good thing is that this is a lithium battery, so it can be recharged. When you want to use it, you just print, and then when it's run out of battery, just make sure you charge it before you use it again. And because it runs on Bluetooth technology, it can communicate with your smartphone. Like this one here, I have the Samsung smartphone. I download the app already, so I can print it onto this thermal printer. Now let's talk about the 5 things that I found quite useful regarding this thermal printer. So number 5, if you can recall in the past, when you're doing cue cards, remember these cue cards? When you go up in the stage and you have to do a speech, and this is a way for you to feel secure and recall some of the information that you need to talk while you're on stage. So making a cue card using this Peri printer is pretty useful, especially on spot. So you print it out, and the size of the paper is relatively the size of the cue cards. I'll just print it out and put it onto the cue cards. You might want to tape it in there, or paste with glue, and you got it. Okay, so that's number 5. Number 4, of course, is selfie and groupies. And you want to give the picture to your friends or to yourself right away. And I don't normally do that, but let's say if you have a couple of friends and you want to give them the groupie picture, you could do that. Let me illustrate quickly how it's done. So first, you load up the app. Once you open up the app, then what you do is you turn on the printer as well. Make sure both are on, and once you got the app, you then go to photo, and then you take the picture of yourself or your group. Let me do it right now. There we go, and it's done. And then what you want to do, you say, okay, this is the picture you want, and then you're ready to print. And here we go. Let me see if it's on. This green means on, and I will print it right now. Okay, and we're going to connect it. Okay, allow it to connect. I forgot to connect it, so you need to connect it. And we should be able to print now. There we go. And what I can do is, you have 2 options. You can print text printing or picture printing. Because I'm doing image, I'm going to print image printing. And we got it. Now, it doesn't look very nice. However, it is me right there. And then you can give out to your friends. Or if you have a group picture, and you can give that out. The good things about this is it actually tells you, print the date as well when you took this picture. It's all right. I mean, it's not great, and the resolution is not that bad. I think it said it's 203 dpi. I'm not sure if that's true, because it looked to me lower resolution than that. Anyway, there we go. That's number 4. Number 3 is you can also do a shopping list. For example, let's say you type in, to-do list, and instead of bringing your phone, you can carry this shopping list or to-do list in your pocket. Some people just want a sheet of paper instead of carrying their smartphone all the time, and and then especially if you're gonna give this to your friends, to buy something, or your wife or your husband to get something, there we go. Here's a to-do list, or here's a shopping list. That's great. Or it's some kind of, like instruction information you can pass out if you're doing group work and all that. This is what you need to do. There we go, to-do list. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 2, well, thermal printer for the longest time, it's been used as a receipt. So if you have a small business and it's like a traveling type of business, like it's a booth, and you're typing in the receipt for your customer, this is a good printer to have, because all you need is a small laptop or even a smartphone, and then you type in the receipt quickly for your clients, and there we go. That's great. Number 1, which is most likely not many people will do, because it's just something that just recently came out. In Canada, for example, we have drone laws, and we have to keep a logbook. So what I do now is that I print out a map. Let me show you right now. Here's a map of where I'm going to fly, and I will stick this into my logbook. So I print out a map where I'm going to fly my drone. So that's what I found quite useful. So that's why, in fact, this is the reason why I bought this print in the first place. So I want to be able to print out a map showing where I'm going to fly. And I put on the coordinates, the GPS coordinate, and I stick that to my logbook. And there we go. That's my log information of that day, showing the map and the coordinates. And that's about it. And I find it quite useful. And there we go. So this is the 5 uses for a Peripage Pocket Thermal Printer. Thanks for watching EducateTube.com.